Dental school, how much does it really cost? There are 10 dental schools in Canada. Some will be less than 100K, others will be more than 200K. So let's take a look. For those who are new here, my name is Yu-Yao. You can call me Zachary. I am second year. No, I gotta stop saying second year. I am a third year dental student at McGill University. And as you can see in the title of this video, we're gonna take a look at how much dental school costs in Canada. And also we're gonna compare with different schools in the States and also in Australia, just to see the relative cost of dental school depending on which school you go to and also which country. Without further ado, let's start with McGill. That's the one I know the most because I am paying those fees right now. So just a side note, I will be comparing the in-province cost of each schools, but I will also show you how much it costs to attend those schools as an out-of-province student and also as an international student. So if we go to McGill's website, we are able to see how much it costs per year for the whole 4 years at McGill. It'll cost you around $62,000 for all 4 years. And that's not counting the cost of your loops. Because starting my year, they allowed us to decide which loop company we decide to go with. So that's why the cost can increase from $1,000, $2,000, even $3,000, depending on which company and also what is the magnification that you're looking for. And for out-of-province students, it'll cost you around $110K. For international students, we don't know how much it will cost for the 4th years because they started admitting international students in my years, so that's why we still have 1 year to go in order for us to actually know how much it will cost for international students. But based on what we can see, it will cost you around 3 times the cost of a out-of-province student. I'll just put McGill in the middle, and then I'll change the order depending on if it's more expensive than McGill or less expensive than McGill. But we all know that in Quebec, the tuition fees are definitely much cheaper than any other provinces in Canada. And now we will go from the east coast of Canada to the west coast. That means the second school that we're going to be talking about is Dalhousie University. So if we take a look at this document that they posted on their website, entitled Fee Schedules. So as you can see in this document, they have displayed how much it will cost for you to attend each year. So that's why in the first year, it will be $58K, $52K for second year, $51, and $44K for the 3rd and 4th year respectively. And that will give you around $209K to attend all 4 years at Dalhousie. For international students, you can see in the section right below that you're paying around $30K more per year, and that will give you around $327K for the whole 4 years. I'll put it first for now because it's more expensive than McGill. I don't know if it's going to be more expensive than the other schools that we're going to be looking at in Canada, but also in the States and Australia. So next is Université Laval. There wasn't a specific page on their website that showcases how much it will cost. So that's why I went through their normal tuition fee guideline and I just did the math. So the whole DMD degree at Laval accounts for 219 credits. And now if we look at how much it costs per credit, we're able to calculate how much it will be for the tuition fee itself. And also on their website, they say that students will have to pay around $30,000 to $40,000 for their instruments. So if we calculate all that, just the tuition fee itself, it costs around $27,000. And then if we add the $40,000 for the instruments fee, and that will give you a ballpark of around $67,000. So this may be an underestimation of the actual cost because we don't know how much it costs for the lab fees and all that. Also for out-of-province students, it'll cost you around $71K for all 4 years, and then you add the $40K for the instruments. I'll give you a sum of $111K. So this is just an estimation. If you do really want to know the actual numbers, contacting Université Laval would be your best bet. And still in Quebec, we also have Université de Montréal. Again, it's still the same issue as Université Laval. I have been having trouble to find the actual detail of how much it costs to attend their schools. But on their website, they do say that it will cost around $2,000 per semester. And since the length of the program is 5 years at UdeM, then I'll just do times 10. There's a fall semester and a winter semester only and no summer semester. So that's why we get the number 10. And that's just the tuition fee. So if we calculate that, it'll give you around $20K. Now for the instrument fees, I'm just going to say that it'll cost around the same price as Université Laval. So if we add the $40K of the instrument fees to the tuition fees, that will give you a little bit more than $60,000. And for outer province, it will cost you around $90K. Based on these calculations, this is cheaper than McGill, so I'll put it right under McGill. Based on what we have calculated, Quebec tuition fees are definitely one of the lowest out there in Canada. So if you know French and you don't want to spend too much on dental school, then Quebec universities may be a good choice for you. So the next school is UofT, University of Toronto. On their website, they have posted a general fee guideline as to what you can expect when you attend dental school at UofT. So for Canadian students, you can expect to pay around $48,000 per year. And for international students, it's around $105,000. If we multiply those two numbers by 4 for all 4 years, it will give you a total of $194,000 for Canadian students and also $420,000 for international students. And with this price, I'll put it right under Dalhousie. Now let's go to the next school, which will be University of Western Ontario. For Western, they also published a document listing how much it will cost per year for the whole duration of the dental school. So they've separated in 2 categories, Ontario residents and also out of province residents. Add all 4 years together, you'll have a total of $188,000 for the 4 years at Western. If you are an out of province, it will cost you around $202K. With that, it is slightly cheaper than UofT, so I'll put it right under UofT. So now for University of Manitoba. So as you can see here on their website, they have separated the first year out of the second and third, fourth year, due to it may be a bit more expensive. If we add all the fees together, it'll give you a total of $97,000. Based on what we have been able to see from the past few dental schools, the instruments should cost around $40,000. So if we add that cost to the tuition fees, it'll give you a total of $137,000 for the whole 4 years at University of Manitoba. So with that, we'll put it right under Western and right above Université Laval. Now the province right next to Manitoba is Saskatchewan. On their website, they do say that it's around $40,000 in terms of tuition fee, but in the small print, they also say that you need to also add $9,000 for the program fee, but also $5,000 for the equipment and rental fees. If my understanding is correct, that means it'll cost you around $55,000 a year. And if you do that times 4, then that will give you around $220,000 for all 4 years, which surpasses the cost at Dalhousie, so that's why I'm going to put it right above Dalhousie. Whether you're an out-of-province student or an international student, you're going to be paying the same fee, which will be around $75,000. If you do that times 4, the total cost for all 4 years will give you around $300K. Next school is University of Alberta. On their website, they do show the estimated tuition fee, but also how much it may cost for the rentals for the instruments. It will give you a total of $202,000 to attend all 4 years at University of Alberta, which will be slightly lower than Dalhousie, so I'm going to put it right under Dalhousie. And if you do not have a Canadian citizenship or a permanent residency, then you will be paying around $465,000. Last but not least, the school that is at the most west of Canada is UBC, University of British Columbia. If we look right here on their website, they do list the projected cost for all 4 years. So for Canadian students, we will be paying around $60K per year, which will give us a total of around $240,000. And if you are an international student, you'll be paying around $120K per year, which will give you a total of $500,000 for all 4 years. So that's basically the order of how much it will cost for you to attend these schools in Canada. Now, if we compare these costs to American schools, but also Australian schools. So if we look at our neighbors in the South, there are so many dental schools out there. There's definitely a difference in pricing. Some dental schools may cost way more than others, and other schools may be much cheaper. So please do your research if you do want to apply to American schools. For the purpose of this video, I will be choosing NYU. NYU is a school that accepts a lot of Canadian students, and I've heard a lot of people going there, and that's why I am choosing NYU to compare it to. We look at their website, we see that for each year it's around $110,000. We add them all together and we do the conversion. It will give you a little bit more than $600K to attend all 4 years at NYU. I do need to emphasize that there are definitely cheaper and also more expensive schools out there. So please do your research. So don't think that all American schools are very expensive. And if we compare to Australian dental schools, I just chose the University of Melbourne. And once again, Australia has also many dental schools out there. So you have to take a look at if they accept Canadian applicants. So for the University of Melbourne, on their website, they do post how much it will cost if you are an international student. For the year of 2023, it will cost you around 396,000 Australian dollars. And once again, if we do the conversion, it'll give you a total of $346,000 Canadian. These are just to show you a perspective of how much dental school costs. And again, these numbers may change depending on the year, the inflation. This video is to give you a general idea of how much it will cost you to attend these certain schools. It's also important to factor the cost of living, like food, transportation, rent. Dental school is very expensive, as you can see from the list. So that's why you have to do everything you can to try to bring it down with bursaries, scholarships, government aid, or any financial aid that you can find. And I do hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.